Self-Love and Healing. Chapter 1. Acknowledging the Shadows. In the stillness of the night, when the world quiets down and the chaos fades away, our shadows emerge from the depths of our being. They are the parts of ourselves we often hide, the aspects we deem unworthy or shameful. Yet, in the journey towards self-love and healing, it is essential to acknowledge these shadows, to bring them into the light of awareness. Our shadows are not to be feared but embraced, for within them lies the key to our liberation. They hold the wounds of our past, the scars of our experiences, and the fears that have held us captive for far too long. By shining the light of awareness upon them, we begin the process of integration, of reclaiming those fragmented parts of ourselves and finding wholeness once more. To acknowledge our shadows is to acknowledge our humanity, our capacity for both light and darkness. It is a courageous act of self-love, for it requires us to confront the parts of ourselves we may have long ignored or denied, yet in doing so, we open the door to healing, to the possibility of transformation and growth. So, let us take a moment now to sit with our shadows, to welcome them with open arms and compassionate hearts. Let us listen to the stories they have to tell, the lessons they have to teach, for in their depths we will find the seeds of our liberation, the beginnings of our journey towards wholeness. As we embark on this journey of self-discovery, may we remember always that our shadows do not define us. They are but one aspect of the multifaceted beings that we are, and in their embrace, we find the courage to shine even brighter. Chapter 2. Embracing Vulnerability. In a world that often prizes strength and resilience, vulnerability is often seen as a weakness. Yet, it is through our vulnerability that we connect most deeply with ourselves and others. To truly embrace self-love and healing, we must learn to welcome vulnerability as a sacred gift, a gateway to authenticity and intimacy. Vulnerability invites us to lower our walls, to strip away the layers of protection we have built around our hearts. It is in this raw openness that we discover the true beauty of our humanity, the depth of our emotions, and the richness of our experiences. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we give ourselves permission to be seen and known in our entirety. But embracing vulnerability requires courage. The courage to be imperfect, the courage to take risks, and the courage to show up authentically in the world. It means facing our fears of rejection and judgment head-on, knowing that true connection can only be forged through genuine vulnerability. So let us dare to be vulnerable, to speak our truth, and to share our stories with openness and honesty. Let us embrace the discomfort that vulnerability brings, knowing that it is in these moments of discomfort that growth and transformation occur. And let us remember that vulnerability is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to our strength and resilience. As we journey deeper into the realm of vulnerability, may we find solace in the knowledge that we are not alone, for in our vulnerability, we discover the shared humanity that binds us all together. And in our willingness to be vulnerable, we create space for profound healing and connection to flourish. Chapter 3. Cultivating Self-Compassion. In the midst of life's trials and tribulations, we often find ourselves being our own harshest critics. We judge ourselves for our perceived shortcomings, berate ourselves for our mistakes, and hold ourselves to impossible standards. Yet, in order to truly embrace self-love and healing, we must cultivate a practice of self-compassion. Self-compassion is the gentle art of treating ourselves with kindness, understanding, and acceptance, especially in moments of difficulty or failure. It involves extending the same warmth and empathy towards ourselves that we would offer to a dear friend in need. At its core, self-compassion recognizes our shared humanity, the fact that we are all imperfect beings, struggling to navigate the complexities of life. It acknowledges that suffering is a natural part of the human experience and that we are deserving of love and compassion, regardless of our perceived flaws. Cultivating self-compassion begins with mindfulness, the practice of bringing non-judgmental awareness to our thoughts, feelings, and experiences. By observing our inner dialogue with curiosity and compassion, we can begin to challenge the harsh self-criticism that often holds us back. Next, we must learn to treat ourselves with the same kindness and care that we would offer to a loved one. This may involve offering ourselves words of encouragement, practicing self-care rituals, or simply taking time to rest and recharge when needed. Finally, self-compassion requires us to embrace our imperfections with humility and grace. Instead of striving for perfection, we must learn to embrace our humanity, recognizing that our worthiness is not contingent upon our achievements or successes. As we cultivate self-compassion in our lives, we begin to experience a profound sense of inner peace and acceptance. We learn to approach ourselves and others with greater kindness and understanding, and we become more resilient in the face of life's challenges. Ultimately, self-compassion becomes the foundation upon which true self-love and healing can flourish. Chapter 4: Healing through Forgiveness. Forgiveness is a powerful act of liberation, not just for others, but for ourselves. When we hold on to resentment, anger, or bitterness towards those who have wronged us, we carry a heavy burden that weighs us down and prevents us from fully embracing love and healing. To truly embark on the journey towards self-love and healing, we must learn to release the chains of resentment and embrace the transformative power of forgiveness. This does not mean condoning or excusing the actions of others, nor does it require reconciliation or forgetting. Instead, forgiveness is about reclaiming our power and choosing to let go of the pain that binds us. Forgiveness is a deeply personal journey, one that requires courage, compassion, and vulnerability. It begins with acknowledging the hurt and pain that we have experienced, allowing ourselves to fully feel and process our emotions without judgment or resistance. From this place of honesty and vulnerability, we can then begin to cultivate empathy and understanding towards those who have wronged us. We recognize that hurt people, and that often the actions of others are a reflection of their own unresolved pain and suffering. As we extend forgiveness towards others, we also extend it towards ourselves. We recognize that we are human, fallible beings capable of making mistakes, and that self-forgiveness is an essential part of the healing process. We release ourselves from the prison of self-blame and guilt, allowing ourselves to move forward with compassion and grace. Forgiveness does not happen overnight, nor is it always easy. It is a process that unfolds over time, requiring patience, persistence, and self-reflection. But as we open our hearts to forgiveness, we create space for healing to enter our lives, paving the way for greater love, joy, and peace. Chapter 5: Nurturing Inner Strength. In the face of life's challenges and adversities, our inner strength becomes our greatest asset. It is the resilience that carries us through the darkest of times, the courage that propels us forward when all seems lost. To truly embrace self-love and healing, we must nurture and cultivate our inner strength, tapping into the well of power that resides within us. Inner strength is not about being invulnerable, or unaffected by life's struggles. Rather, it is about facing challenges with courage, resilience, and grace. It is the ability to navigate uncertainty and adversity with a sense of calm and confidence, knowing that we have the resources and resilience to overcome whatever comes our way. Nurturing inner strength begins with cultivating a deep sense of self-awareness and self-belief. It is about recognizing our inherent worth and value, independent of external circumstances or validation from others. When we believe in ourselves and our abilities, we can face challenges with greater resilience and determination. Practices such as mindfulness, meditation, and self-reflection can help us strengthen our connection to our inner strength. By tuning into our inner wisdom and intuition, we can access the guidance and clarity we need to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and ease. Additionally, surrounding ourselves with supportive relationships and communities can bolster our inner strength. When we have a strong support system in place, we can lean on others for encouragement, guidance, and perspective during difficult times. Ultimately, nurturing inner strength is about embracing our innate power and resilience as human beings. It is about recognizing that we have the capacity to weather any storm, to rise above any challenge, and to emerge stronger and more resilient than before. As we cultivate our inner strength, we become unstoppable forces for love, healing, and transformation in our own lives and in the world around us. Chapter 6: Embracing Imperfection. In a world that often celebrates perfection, embracing imperfection can feel like a radical act of self-love. Yet, it is through our imperfections that we find our humanity, our uniqueness, and our authenticity. To truly embrace self-love and healing, we must learn to embrace our imperfections as a source of strength and beauty. Embracing imperfection begins with letting go of unrealistic standards and expectations, both for ourselves and for others. It means acknowledging that perfection is an illusion, and that true beauty lies in the messy, imperfect, and wonderfully flawed aspects of life. When we embrace imperfection, we free ourselves from the constant pressure to measure up to impossible ideals. We allow ourselves to be imperfectly human, to make mistakes, and to learn and grow from our experiences. In doing so, we open ourselves up to a world of infinite possibilities and opportunities for growth and transformation. Practicing self-compassion is essential in the journey towards embracing imperfection. It involves treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, especially when we fall short of our own expectations. Instead of berating ourselves for our perceived flaws, we can learn to celebrate our progress, our resilience, and our capacity for growth. Embracing imperfection also means embracing vulnerability, as it requires us to show up authentically and courageously in the world. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we invite others to do the same, creating deeper connections and more meaningful relationships. Ultimately, embracing imperfection is about embracing the fullness of our humanity, the light and the dark, the highs and the lows, the successes and the failures. It is about recognizing that our imperfections are what make us beautifully, wonderfully, and uniquely ourselves. As we embrace our imperfections with love and acceptance, we pave the way for greater self-love, healing, and authenticity in our lives. Chapter 7: Connecting with Inner Child. Within each of us resides an inner child, a pure, innocent, and joyful essence that embodies our truest selves. Yet, as we grow older and navigate the complexities of life, our inner child can become buried beneath layers of responsibility, expectation, and fear. To truly embrace self-love and healing, we must reconnect with our inner child and nurture the sense of wonder, curiosity, and playfulness that resides within us. Connecting with our inner child is a deeply healing and transformative process. It involves revisiting the memories, experiences, and emotions of our childhood with compassion and curiosity. By reconnecting with our inner child, we can uncover unresolved wounds, fears, and traumas that may be holding us back in our adult lives. Practicing inner child work can take many forms, from journaling and creative expression to guided visualization and meditation. Through these practices, we can create a safe and nurturing space for our inner child to express themselves, to heal old wounds, and to reconnect with the joy and innocence of childhood. As we deepen our connection with our inner child, we may find ourselves experiencing a renewed sense of vitality, creativity, and spontaneity. We may feel more playful, imaginative, and free-spirited, embracing life with a sense of wonder and awe. Nurturing our relationship with our inner child also allows us to cultivate greater self-compassion and self-love. When we honor and validate the emotions and experiences of our inner child, we create a profound sense of acceptance and belonging within ourselves. Ultimately, connecting with our inner child is a journey of self-discovery, healing, and transformation. It is about reclaiming the parts of ourselves that we may have long forgotten or suppressed, and rediscovering the joy, innocence, and authenticity that resides within us. As we reconnect with our inner child, we unlock the door to greater self-love, healing, and fulfillment in our lives. Chapter 8: Cultivating Mindfulness. In a world filled with distractions and demands, cultivating mindfulness is a powerful tool for self-love and healing. Mindfulness is the practice of being present in the moment, with awareness and acceptance of our thoughts, feelings, and sensations. By bringing our attention to the present moment, we can cultivate greater clarity, calmness, and compassion in our lives. Cultivating mindfulness begins with bringing awareness to our breath. The breath is a powerful anchor that can help us ground ourselves in the present moment. No matter what challenges or distractions may arise, by simply focusing on the sensation of our breath as it enters and leaves our body, we can quiet the mind and cultivate a sense of inner peace and stillness. From this place of presence, we can begin to observe our thoughts, feelings, and sensations with curiosity and compassion. Instead of getting caught up in the endless stream of thoughts and emotions, we can simply observe them as they come and go, without judgment or attachment. Practicing mindfulness also involves bringing awareness to our daily activities and experiences, whether we are eating, walking, or engaging in conversation. We can bring our full attention to the present moment, savoring each experience with gratitude and presence. As we cultivate mindfulness in our lives, we may begin to notice a profound shift in our relationship with ourselves and others. We may find ourselves more resilient in the face of stress and adversity, more compassionate towards ourselves and others, and more attuned to the beauty and wonder of life. Ultimately, mindfulness is a practice that can be cultivated in every moment of our lives. By bringing awareness and presence to each moment, we can cultivate greater self-love, healing, and fulfillment, and embrace life with greater clarity, peace, and joy. Chapter 9: Rediscovering Joy. In the hustle and bustle of everyday life, it's easy to lose sight of the simple pleasures and joys that surround us. Yet, to truly embrace self-love and healing, It's essential to reconnect with the sense of joy and wonder that resides within us. Rediscovering joy begins with cultivating gratitude for the blessings and beauty that fill our lives. By shifting our focus from what is lacking to what is present, we can cultivate a sense of abundance and appreciation for the richness of our experiences. Practicing mindfulness can also help us rediscover joy in the present moment. When we bring our full attention to the here and now, we open ourselves up to the beauty and wonder that surrounds us. Whether it's the warmth of the sun on our skin, the sound of birds chirping, or the laughter of loved ones, engaging in activities that bring us joy and fulfillment is another powerful way to reconnect with our sense of joy. Whether it's spending time in nature, pursuing a creative passion, or connecting with loved ones, carving out time for activities that nourish our soul can help us rediscover the joy that resides within us. As we rediscover joy in our lives, we may find ourselves experiencing a greater sense of vitality, purpose, and fulfillment. We may feel more connected to ourselves, to others, and to the world around us, and more resilient in the face of life's challenges. Ultimately, rediscovering joy is a journey of self-discovery and self-love. It's about embracing the simple pleasures and joys that fill our lives, and finding gratitude for the richness of our experiences. As we cultivate joy in our lives, we open ourselves up to greater healing, happiness, and fulfillment, and embrace life with open arms and open hearts. Chapter 10: Setting Boundaries for Self-Care. In our quest for self-love and healing, setting boundaries is a crucial practice for maintaining our well-being and honoring our needs. Boundaries are the guidelines we establish to protect our physical, emotional, and mental health, and they are essential for fostering healthy relationships and maintaining a sense of balance in our lives. Setting boundaries begins with tuning into our own needs and desires and recognizing when they are not being met. It requires us to listen to our intuition and inner wisdom, and to honor our feelings and preferences without guilt or apology. Once we have identified our boundaries, it's important to communicate them clearly and assertively with others. This may involve saying no to requests or demands that infringe upon our boundaries, or expressing our needs and preferences in a respectful and assertive manner. Practicing self-care is also essential for setting and maintaining boundaries. By prioritizing our own well-being and making time for activities that nourish and replenish us, we can ensure that we have the energy and resilience to enforce our boundaries effectively. Setting boundaries may not always be easy, especially if we have a history of people-pleasing or struggle with feelings of guilt or obligation. However, it's important to remember that boundaries are essential for our own self-care and well-being, and that enforcing them is an act of self-love and empowerment. As we become more adept at setting and maintaining boundaries, we may find that our relationships become healthier and more fulfilling, and that we experience greater peace and contentment in our lives. Ultimately, setting boundaries is an essential practice for cultivating self-love, honoring our needs, and creating a life that aligns with our values and priorities. Chapter 11: Healing Through Creativity. Creativity is a powerful tool for self-expression, exploration, and healing. Whether it's through writing, painting, music, or dance, engaging in creative activities can help us tap into our innermost thoughts and emotions, process our experiences, and cultivate a sense of empowerment and wholeness. Healing through creativity begins with giving ourselves permission to explore and express our inner world without judgment or inhibition. It's about allowing ourselves to play, experiment, and create without worrying about the end result or whether our work will be judged by others. Engaging in creative activities can help us access parts of ourselves that may be difficult to express through words alone. It allows us to tap into our subconscious mind, uncovering hidden truths, insights, and emotions that may be holding us back or causing us pain. Creativity also provides a safe and nurturing outlet for processing and releasing difficult emotions and experiences. Whether it's through writing about our feelings, painting our emotions, or dancing out our frustrations, creative expression allows us to externalize and release what we may be holding onto internally. Moreover, creativity has the power to inspire and uplift us, providing a sense of joy, purpose, and fulfillment. When we engage in creative activities that bring us joy and satisfaction, we tap into a wellspring of positive energy that can fuel our healing journey and help us move forward with greater resilience and optimism. As we embrace creativity as a pathway to healing, we may find that it becomes an integral part of our self-care routine, helping us navigate life's challenges with greater grace and ease. Ultimately, creativity is a deeply personal and transformative practice that has the power to heal, empower, and uplift us on our journey towards self-love and wholeness. Chapter 12: Cultivating Gratitude. Gratitude is a practice that has the power to transform our lives and shift our perspective from one of lack to one of abundance. When we cultivate gratitude, we focus our attention on the blessings and abundance that surround us, rather than dwelling on what we perceive to be missing or lacking in our lives. Cultivating gratitude begins with cultivating awareness of the blessings and gifts that we already have. It's about taking the time to notice and appreciate the simple pleasures and everyday miracles that fill our lives. From the warmth of the sun on our skin to the laughter of loved ones, practicing gratitude involves making a conscious effort to express appreciation for the people, experiences, and things that bring us joy and fulfillment. This can be done through journaling, meditation, or simply taking a moment each day to reflect on what we are grateful for. When we cultivate gratitude, we shift our focus away from what we lack and towards what we have, fostering a sense of abundance and contentment in our lives. We begin to see challenges and setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning, rather than obstacles to our happiness. Moreover, gratitude has the power to improve our physical and mental well-being, reducing stress, anxiety, and depression, and promoting greater resilience and optimism. When we approach life with a grateful heart, we are better able to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. As we cultivate gratitude in our lives, we may find that our relationships become deeper and more meaningful, and that we experience greater joy, fulfillment, and inner peace. Ultimately, gratitude is a practice that has the power to transform our lives and open our hearts to the abundance and beauty that surrounds us each and every day. Chapter 13: Embracing Change and Growth. Change is an inevitable part of life, and embracing it is essential for our growth and evolution. When we resist change, we cling to the familiar and stagnate in our comfort zones. But when we embrace change, we open ourselves up to new possibilities, opportunities, and experiences that can lead to profound growth and transformation. Embracing change begins with cultivating a mindset of openness and adaptability. Instead of fearing the unknown, we approach change with curiosity and courage, viewing it as an opportunity for learning and growth rather than a threat to our stability or security. Practicing mindfulness can help us navigate change with greater ease and grace by bringing awareness to our thoughts, feelings, and sensations in the present moment. We can observe how we respond to change and choose to respond with acceptance and resilience, rather than resistance or fear. Embracing change also involves letting go of attachment to outcomes and embracing the journey of growth and self-discovery. When we release our attachment to how things should be and surrender to the flow of life, we open ourselves up to unexpected blessings and opportunities that may arise along the way. Moreover, embracing change requires us to trust in our own resilience and inner strength. We recognize that we have the capacity to adapt and thrive in the face of uncertainty and adversity, and that change can ultimately lead us to a deeper sense of self-awareness, fulfillment, and purpose. As we embrace change and growth in our lives, we may find that we become more resilient, adaptable, and open-hearted individuals. We may experience greater joy, fulfillment, and inner peace as we navigate life's twists and turns with grace and courage. Ultimately, embracing change is a powerful practice that can lead us to greater self-love, healing, and transformation. Chapter 14. Letting go of comparison. In today's interconnected world, it's easy to fall into the trap of comparing ourselves to others, whether it's on social media, in our personal relationships, or in our professional lives. Comparison can lead to feelings of inadequacy, insecurity, and self-doubt. To truly embrace self-love and healing, we must learn to let go of comparison and embrace our own unique journey. Letting go of comparison begins with cultivating self-awareness and compassion. It's about recognizing when we are engaging in comparison and acknowledging the negative impact it has on our well-being. By bringing awareness to our thoughts and emotions, we can begin to challenge the habit of comparison and choose to respond with kindness and self-compassion instead. Practicing gratitude can also help us let go of comparison and cultivate a greater sense of contentment and fulfillment in our lives. When we focus on the blessings and abundance that fill our lives, we shift our attention away from what others have and towards what we have, fostering a sense of gratitude and appreciation for our own unique journey. Moreover, letting go of comparison involves embracing our own strengths, talents, and qualities, and celebrating the unique gifts that we bring to the world. When we recognize our own inherent worth and value, we no longer feel the need to compare ourselves to others or seek validation from external sources. As we let go of comparison and embrace our own unique journey, we may find that we experience greater joy, fulfillment, and inner peace. We become more confident in ourselves and our abilities, and we are better able to focus on our own growth and development without being distracted by what others are doing. Ultimately, letting go of comparison is a powerful practice that can lead us to greater self-love, acceptance, and authenticity. It allows us to embrace our own unique journey and live our lives with greater freedom, confidence, and joy. Chapter 15. Embracing Self-Love Daily Practices. Embracing self-love is not just a one-time event, but a daily practice that requires commitment, patience, and compassion. It's about showing up for ourselves consistently, even on the days when it feels difficult or challenging. In this final chapter, we explore some daily practices that can help us cultivate self-love and embrace our journey. Towards healing and wholeness, self-compassion meditation. Start each day with a short meditation. Focused on cultivating self-compassion, take a few moments to sit quietly. Bring awareness to your breath. And repeat affirmations such as may I be kind to myself, may I forgive myself, and may I love and accept myself as I am. Gratitude journaling. Keep a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. This practice can help shift your focus from negativity to positivity and cultivate a greater sense of appreciation for the blessings in your life. Daily affirmations. Incorporate positive affirmations into your daily routine to reinforce self-love and empowerment. Repeat affirmations such as I am worthy of love and happiness. I trust myself to make decisions that are right for me, and I embrace my uniqueness and celebrate who I am. Self-care rituals. Set aside time each day to engage in self-care activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. This could include anything from taking a relaxing bath, going for a walk in nature, practicing yoga, or indulging in your favorite hobby. Setting boundaries. Practice setting and maintaining healthy boundaries in your relationships and commitments. Learn to say no to things that drain your energy or compromise your well-being, and prioritize activities and relationships that uplift and support you. Mindful eating. Practice mindful eating by paying attention to the sensations of hunger and fullness, savoring each bite, and being present with the experience of eating. This can help cultivate a greater sense of connection to your body and promote a positive relationship with food. Self-reflection. Take time at the end of each day to reflect on your experiences, emotions, and thoughts. Journaling, or simply sitting quietly and reflecting, can help you gain insight into yourself and your needs, and identify areas where you may need to practice more self-love and compassion. By incorporating these daily practices into your life, you can cultivate a deeper sense of self-love, acceptance, and inner peace. Remember that self-love is a journey, not a destination, and that each small step you take towards embracing yourself with love and compassion brings you closer to living a life of fulfillment and joy. Conclusion. Embracing radiance. In the journey of self-love and healing, we have explored the depths of our souls, confronted our shadows, and embraced the beauty of our imperfections. We have learned to cultivate compassion, resilience, and gratitude, and to let go of comparison and embrace our own unique journey. As we conclude our exploration of embracing radiance, we are reminded that true healing and self-love are not destinations to be reached, but ongoing processes of growth and transformation. Each chapter of this book has offered insights, practices, and reflections to guide you on your journey towards self-discovery and wholeness. From acknowledging your shadows to embracing vulnerability, from cultivating self-compassion to setting boundaries for self-care, each step along the way has been an invitation to dive deeper into the essence of who you are and embrace the radiant being that resides within you. As you continue on your journey, remember to be gentle with yourself, to celebrate your victories, and to embrace your struggles as opportunities for growth and learning. Know that you are worthy of love and acceptance exactly as you are, and that your journey towards self-love and healing is a testament to your strength, resilience, and courage. May you continue to walk the path of self-discovery with grace and compassion, embracing each moment with an open heart and a spirit of curiosity and wonder. May you shine brightly in the world, sharing your unique gifts and radiance with all those you encounter, and may you always remember that you are worthy, You are loved, and you are enough. Thank you for embarking on this journey with me. May your life be filled with love, joy, and abundance as you continue to embrace your radiance and shine brightly in the world. Thanks for watching.